Nice.
A lot of times, so if I'm carrying something for an objective and I put it away, I forget that I still have that ultimatum equipped.
Blow yourself up?
Yeah, I do it all the time. So I'll fire it directly in front of me, and it just kind of like, it's like this boom, and I explode into giblets. Like, son of a bitch, I forgot to switch my weapons again. I do it all the fucking time, and it drives me crazy.
It's so fun, though.
Giblets.
You do. Like, your body, they fucking just...
Hello and welcome to the Games That Made Us podcast. I'm Brent. I'm joined as always by my good friend Kirk. Say hi, Kirk.
Say hi, Kirk.
And we're joined as always by our good friend Benny. Say hi, Benny.
Greetings.
Hey, it's good to see you guys again. After the long
It feels so long.
break, a whole 2 weeks that we spent apart, and in no way have just been sitting and eating pizza and talking about Michelle Rodriguez.
You really should have changed your clothes in the last 2 weeks, Brent.
I smell
You too,
real
Kirk.
bad. Really bad.
Nah, I'm still sexy. Leave me alone.
I was going to say, to be fair, Kirk's probably washed his clothes in the intermediate. I've just been sitting in it.
He was just free-balling it on your couch while he was washing his shit.
Free balling.
Oh, dude.
That's my favorite Tom Petty song.
For real, though, like, ever since the boy went to college...
That's such a dad joke. It forced you to buy the store brand food instead of the name brand food.
Yeah. That was so dad, it has a cell phone clip on its belt.
Free balling.
No, since the boy's been out of the house, like, I will walk around without pants in my house.
Good for you.
I know, it's great, dude. You'll
Yeah.
get there. You'll get there.
One of these days.
The wife, she didn't think I was actually going to do it, but yeah, I walk around just without my pants all the time.
Nice. So, okay, tighty whities or boxers or nothing?
I have boxer briefs.
Oh.
So, like, I switched from boxers to boxer briefs a while because I
Lifts
wanted,
and
like,
separate.
This is the way.
yeah, like I wanted to keep things, you know, together, contained, but I didn't want the tidy whities because tidy whities are fucking weird.
I like the freedom. I can't go back. I went boxers. Because my mom always bought me briefs when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I got to college and immediately bought boxers, and I can't go back.
Yep.
I can't have the constriction. Although, if you have if you ever get where one goes over the other and you get that testicular torsion, that's not a fun day.
Well, if you wear boxers, you're more likely to do that.
Yeah.
That is true.
Briefs keep things just a little more
Yeah,
in place.
with the amount of like physical shit I do in my house and
it's
outside.
like shapewear for your junk.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the main reasons I switched to boxer briefs is just all the athletic shit I was doing around the house. I'm like, I need to keep things contained and together.
Thanks for your balls.
Yeah.
Blanks.
It's the bro.
Oh, I got Halloween ghost boxer briefs on right now from
Sexy.
Nice. We do a podcast here. This is a podcast. It's about video games.
Oh,
You
don't want to talk about our junks?
We can talk about our junk. I don't.
Time.
Boxer briefs,
care.
bro. Try it once. Buy like a cheap
Okay.
pair, like
Just
yeah.
And me undies, if you want to sponsor us, please reach out.
No, I feel like putting on pants or whatever is just easier because you don't have to deal with like having to tuck the boxer the legs down, because that was the problem I had with boxers for the longest time was tucking it out. With briefs you don't got to with briefs you don't got to deal with
the
that.
problem that I'm having right now is that my boxers are all old and the elastic's fucked, and so
So you need new underwear regardless.
But so they
You are a 38-year-old man.
Yeah. No. But so here's the best part, right? Is my pants are fine, but my boxers fall off. So then I'm walking around and I'm like walking like I got to take a shit with my knees together because
Your
my
boxers
boxers
are flopping
are
around
at
in
my
your-
knees.
Boxer briefs, dude.
Yeah, you need to buy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go tell your wife that she needs to buy you some.
I've told her. I was like, please, when you're at the store, buy me some new boxers. But then I went to the store and I bought fucking a Kansas City Wizards t-shirt. And
It's a nice t-shirt.
It is a nice t-shirt. It's super comfy. Feel how soft it is. Hang on.
I did earlier when I hugged you. I wanted to say something, but I'm like,
No,
it's already
hang on.
weird.
Wait.
No, we're going to get this on. We're going to get this on audio.
Yeah.
Feel how soft it is.
It's
Maybe
very
rub it on your
soft.
head.
It's very soft.
There you go.
Yeah. I felt it already, but okay,
Feel
I'll get
more.
another feel.
Feel
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah, it's got
This is
that
the
almost
worst
kind of feel. You
This is the
know?
worst ASMR video ever.
Such good audio content.
It does definitely have like kind of like a fleece thing going on.
It does.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Podcasty stuff.
Yeah, this game makes me want to change my underwear sometimes.
Are we going to do...
It's
What are we drinking? What have we been playing?
That's
what
what
are
I
we
was
going to do?
thinking about. I was trying to figure out. Yeah, we could talk about what we're drinking. We haven't done that, and
We started drinking a little earlier, but we can still talk about what we had been drinking.
I have
once
been
upon a
drinking
time.
for a while.
yeah, like 9:30.
Yeah. So I have had a very different work schedule lately, and the wife has been going back to work, and my oldest is now in middle school, and my youngest is still in elementary. So we've got 4 different schedules. Both the girls have extracurriculars, and I am a taxi. And my brain is totally fried. And so I got home yesterday and was like, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna watch Silent Hill and I'm gonna drink. And then I woke up and I cracked a beer, and it would be sad if it wasn't so hilarious.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a Friday poorly spent.
No, it was a good time.
Kind of sad. Like Silent Hill, that movie's fucking terrible.
I love that movie.
You poor unfortunate soul.
I think they did the best. It's fucking Ursula over here.
You are the father of two little daughters.
Poor unfortunate souls. Yeah, I think they did as well as they could have trying to turn that into a movie. It's
Kirk disagrees.
Kirk's.
All I can see is his Wilson eyes over the fence right now. But
Resident Evil all over again.
No,
It's
it is
that level
not
of
as
bad.
bad a video game adaptation as Resident Evil.
Okay, I'll give you in Silent Hill, the Pyramid Head. That was spot on. It's super menacing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I think those games don't lend themselves very well to a film adaptation because they're so like odd, and like so much of like the menace of them comes from that.
that's fair. Yeah.
And so I think they did as well as they could have, and I think as a movie, it's a B horror movie. It's not terrible.
yeah, I feel like
Thank you. You won points by referring to it as B at least. So
I
thank
feel
you
like-
for that. That's very accurate. Thank you.
that's fair because like the weirdness of it, like there's like a bizarre sensibility to some horror games that doesn't translate well to film. Like I feel like if you were to translate Alan Wake into a film, a lot might be lost in translation.
I think now that David Lynch is dead, there's a lot of stuff that probably won't ever get a good adaptation. Because like Alan Wake as a movie by David Lynch would have been fucking excellent.
I think there's definitely ways to do it, but you'd have to have some people who would be faithful to ideas, if not exact translation, like if not 1-to-1 replication of things like
Aronofsky,
visuals,
maybe.
Ooh, yeah.
I think
Aronofsky could do it.
Aronofsky could probably do it.
make us all
And make us feel like a
profoundly
piece of
uncomfortable.
shit. Like after
I
we leave.
would not be happy afterwards. But speaking of Remedy, Control was on sale for like $4 the other day, so I picked it up. I haven't had a chance to play it
I
yet.
have it and I have not played it.
I really want to. I've never played it. I know it exists, and I've
heard it's
game
very
footage.
good.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one that was supposed to like showcase the ray tracing and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. What are we drinking? I am, as is writ in the old magic, I am drinking just an exceptional number of Cork Hard teas. Just really deeply disturbing levels of day drinking. Kirkelstein, what do you got over there?
I am drinking because at the time we're recording this, we're at the time of the year where Oktoberfest, like every brewery's fucking doing Oktoberfest beers, which are, if you've been listening long enough, I've said it's my favorite. The only thing that comes even close is St. Paddy's Day time when you get the Irish Reds, Irish ales coming out. But this
He does
one,
love his Irish Reds.
fuck, dude, we're gonna talk about this game. I have some things to say about, like, yeah, I'll talk about that later. I'm getting horny just thinking of it. We all know I have a type. But yeah, this is a Marzen from Limitless Brewing out of Overland Park, Kansas. I've actually been in this brewery a couple of times. It's very wonderful. Everyone there is super cool. A lot of German-style seating as well inside the place. You know, big picnic benches, long benches where everyone's encouraged to kind of sit together.
Except
Really
for the
awesome.
Jews.
What?
What?
Oh, yeah. Now it clicked in my brain. I'm like, that's fucking just... Let me have this. God.
Another Waspicost.
Yeah. I'm going to punch you in the face while you're sleeping tonight. Oh, actually, I guess it's Lenexa, Kansas. That's my bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Yeah, I thought it was Overland Park, but it's Lenexa, Kansas. But
Same difference.
Yeah, same difference. But it's absolutely delightful. In fact, I should probably have you guys try this. It's kind of pricey because like 4 cans was like $15. But I've never had their Oktoberfest before. This might be the first year they're doing it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean. It's so fucking... Actually, yeah, Benny, go for it.
All right.
But other than that, Benny, what are you drinking?
I started the day with as is tradition for me, a tall can of
Thank you, sir.
our local Casey Beer Co. started bottling or canning some of their stuff in Tall Boys. So I had a Casey Beer Co. Dunkel earlier, and that's one of my favorite beers, just full stop. So I was really happy to see that they were expanding that, and I bought that Tall Boy at a Quick Trip today.
Nice.
Their Fest beer is out right now.
Yeah, it is.
Oktoberfest. Oh, so fucking
And their
good.
Hefeweizen is also available in the Tall Boys. Their stuff is great.
They have a really, really good cider, too.
That's what I miss. You know, back in the old Waldo days was
Yep.
just being within walking distance of that fucking brewery.
That was dangerous and awesome.
We'd go there and drink an entire 1 liter Stein full of fucking Dunkel.
Or
and
a couple of them.
Or a couple of them just be fucking annihilated. And
Stumble home.
That beer garden's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for their second site that they're building over, and also where Limitless is, Lenexa, Kansas.
When it was either right after COVID or like... I think it was right after. I think we had just gotten our shots. But and I were like, fuck it. Like, we haven't been, like, out of the house in, like, 6 months. And we went to the Casey Beer Co. beer garden. And it was, like, 20 degrees. But we were like, well, we're sitting out here because we're not sitting in there with all the fucking plague rats. So... And so...
Brent's wearing an apothecary mask.
Right. Big broad-brimmed hat.
Plague Doctor.
And so they had a deal where it was like every 5 degrees it went below 50 or something was $1 off the beer.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
And so it was like... And it was like 20 degrees. So we were sitting there and we were buying
$2 beers, something ridiculous.
Yeah. And my wife and I got real wasted. And it was...
Uber home.
Yeah. Which kind of defies the whole point of
social distancing.
social distancing. But
I'm
it
going
was
to get in this cab with the stranger.
It's fine. Also, every Uber driver I've ever met looks like they are a petri dish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like that they wake up each morning and snort viruses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck?
Like they have a tackle box full of powders. Just like, which one today? Oh, Ebola. It's gonna be a spicy Wednesday.
And they just look sticky too.
Yes.
They just look sticky.
How
Even
do
if it's
you
a
think
nice,
they-
it
how
could
do
be
you
a
think they
nice
collect 'em?
car, but it's like
Yeah. A lot of them have real strong divorced dad energy too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. I had to take an Uber to.
He's doing it to pay the alimony.
Was it the flyers that they post inside that say "Ask me about my divorce"?
Oh Jesus! No, I had to take an Uber somewhere not too long ago, and the guy, like, he had that like
main character vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, he had the like falling down like Michael Douglas kind of energy, and I was just
no.
I don't want to. And you're trying to ride that line of being polite enough that he doesn't murder you, but quiet enough that he doesn't think he should tell you anything the whole way. And I'm like, and I had headphones, but every time I put him in, he'd ask me a question, and so I'm like, all the way from where I live to downtown, I was like doing this, and like, I don't want to piss him off, but I also don't want to give off the vibe that I want to talk to him, but I also don't want him to think that I don't want him to talk to me. And yeah.
That's Midwest politeness for you.
Also, if you drive for Uber or Lyft and you're listening, thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure you're not sticky or smelly or viral.
There was one time, though, I was
Or a divorce
driving
dad.
back, or I was getting an Uber back from the River Market area. And yeah, that's where I mind linked with Brent just there. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. Because every now and then, they can't all be winners, you know?
Right. Right.
Maybe next time I'll pay the little extra for like the nice car Uber or whatever the fuck that is, the Uber X or whatever the fuck that car is.
I think those guys are scarier. The nicer the car, because like, okay, here's the deal: if you're driving around in a $4,000 2002 Mazda,
Why did I know you were going to say Mazda?
and you're driving for Uber, I know your story. I don't even need to ask your any questions.
I don't want to buy your CD.
Right. I know your bio already.
I don't want to buy your CD.
Right. But if you're like in like a late model Lexus, I'm like, something happened. Something bad recently.
You
like,
finally got caught cheating on your wife.
Right.
And
Yes.
you got to keep the car, but not the house.
Right. You sleep in the back of this Lexus.
I
Yes.
called an Uber X
Yes.
and you're picking me up in a Tesla. Your startup just crashed, didn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like the nicer the car, the more scared I am. When they show up, I'm like, oh God.
Like American Psycho, death ensues.
Yeah. Oh my God. The idea of fucking Patrick Bateman like pulling up as
I
your
thought you were gonna say,
Uber driver.
like Christian Bale actually picks you up and murders you.
And he just starts screaming at you like he did at those people on
Yeah.
set.
I was an Uber driver for a short while when Benny and I lived together, along with our other friend we mentioned every episode, JJ, when we were all living together. It was between
We
when I was
split up.
working
It was
for-
an amicable. It was an amicable breakup.
Yeah, I got tired of Benny cheating on me all the time. No, it wasn't very long, but it was very easy to get into and make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But I drive at the time a very unthreatening Chevy Cruze. So, yeah.
I think all Chevy Cruises are pretty unthreatening.
Yeah, and I had like a cooler of water that people could grab waters from. So I was, oddly enough, I spent probably most of my time, which is bizarre when I think about it, like picking up people from their job and bringing them
And
home.
killing them. Taking them home.
Turning them into skin suits, wearing them around town.
It was interesting just the amount of people that just
Freeballing it.
like that's part of their free balling it.
With just like a set of 6 balls.
Like that's part of their like. Brent, you keep throwing me off. God damn it! Like that. That's part of their budget is having to take an Uber to and from work.
Sucks.
Like that was very interesting. Like how common of a thing that is. But anyway, sorry. I just wanted to throw that
I
out
have
there.
heard of people like Ubering every day for work, and I don't understand how people can do that.
Like how that's economical.
Yeah.
But I guess if you have to, you have to.
Yeah, or if like because fucking cars are so goddamn expensive. Yeah,
Yes.
I can see where it makes sense. It's like at a certain point, yeah, you're probably spending less money on Uber than you are having to pay a fucking How high are car payments anymore? Like $600-$700? Something.
They
Fuck,
can be,
might as
yeah.
well be a mortgage, you know?
Especially since no one has money to put down on a car.
Right.
Yeah, but that's our fault, Benny. You just need to be richer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pull myself up by my bootstraps.
Yeah. You don't own a vacation home?
Not until I steal one.
I hate that mentality where
Kill
it's like
someone.
I'm the asshole because I
Not until I kill some other homeowner.
Yep.
You need to... Ah, shit. God damn it. You don't want a vacation
there's-
home here either.
There's
anyway.
nothing wrong with your home, Brent, but I would murder someone somewhere else, I think. Your home is nicer than mine, by the way. I just don't think I would murder for this home. I think if I'm going to roll the dice and take that risk, it's going to be a little swankier.
Nobody's
I'm adding more cameras to my house now that you're saying that shit out loud.
Nobody's going to
like
kill
you're in a
anyone
lake
from
house,
my
you-
house.
Oh,
You
yeah, okay. But that would be an easy kill, though, for you, I think.
Yeah, because you
I
wouldn't
can do it
expect
right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't expect it.
Anyway, so...
We've been drinking.
and plotting and murdering.
That's
Yeah,
what
plotting murder.
These are the things we've been drinking and thinking about.
Betty!
Please don't kill me, Benny.
You have a game you want to introduce to us. Well, not to us anymore, because we've played it now. Or part of it.
Yeah. It's long.
It's, parts of it are longer than other parts of it.
I'm sure we'll talk about that. So we are talking about Skies of Arcadia. And I think we all played the Skies of Arcadia Legends variant, which
Yes.
came out on the GameCube a couple years later.
They decided that they
2003.
they wanted to get more sales from their launch on a failed console, so they launched it on another failed console.
I'm sure that is a significant part of it.
They were going to make a Virtual Boy port. But
Well, I'm more curious, like, how did you come across this game?
How
Yes.
did I?
Yeah. Because this is your game, and I had never heard of this game. Well, Dreamcast and the GameCube. I never owned any of those, but, like, I'm curious to know, like, where the fuck did you run this game?
I owned a Dreamcast when they were brand new.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I still have my original Dreamcast. When I think it was, so the Dreamcast came out in 1999. I think I would have bought mine in probably the year 2000 from a Sears in a neighboring town. And then I also bought a couple games to go with it. And this was one that I would go back and revisit later.
Sears.
I picked it up from Sears as well. But
Sears.
and there were good titles. It wasn't enough of a depth of content to sustain the console, and it was the wrong time. It had a lot of factors going against it, but what it did have was good hardware and good performance for the time.
and internet access in
built-in-
your bedroom.
A
for
built-in
teenage
modem.
boys.
Yep, a built-in modem with an on-screen keyboard
Yeah.
and a browser
That
could go anywhere on the internet.
The Dreamcast was great. It just had the extreme misfortune of running into the buzzsaw that was the PlayStation 2.
But if you,
It was just ahead of its time, too.
Yeah.
frankly, it was, yeah. To answer your question, Skies of Arcadia was a random selection.
Oh.
I could tell it was a JRPG, and I had played a bunch of those already at this point, and I knew I liked the style, and it just looked cool. I just picked it up off the shelf. It was harder to get good information, especially about like the Dreamcast, deep cut titles. I think this is now regarded as a particularly good JRPG from the Dreamcast era. There were a couple of other ones, like Grandia 2 was on the Dreamcast. Depending on where you set Phantasy Star Online, I would argue that's more of an MMO. I mean, it actually is definitely an MMO.
Yeah.
But like there were a couple of standouts that were particularly good. In fact, I would not mind playing Grandia 2 for the podcast sometime, because it's also a pretty good game. But yeah, this one was just, I picked it up off the shelf because it looked cool, and I would end up buying it again later for the GameCube, because I wanted to play the additional content, and that is one of the justifiable parts about this. Is like, this is not just buying Skyrim for the 13th time. I mean, there's actually new content in the Legends variant. So there's a new playable character and some new tertiary mechanical things that they add to get some early some early higher power gear.
Yeah.
With like the skyfish collecting and all that stuff. So,
Yes.
so anyway, and it's all optional. You don't have to play any of the new stuff, but it also is easier to emulate because it's for the GameCube. So,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest,
Yeah.
Dolphin emulator kicks ass, man.
Dolphin is great. It's one of the best pieces of software.
Not a ton of Dreamcast emulators out there either.
I mean, Flycast,
I mean, there are.
Flycast does good.
I'm just saying, like,
but
the support between them are
The
wildly
interest
different.
level.
Dolphin is just a much more mature emulator. And actually, I think as of like 2 weeks ago, they announced that every GameCube and Wii game is fully playable.
Oh, right on.
That's fantastic.
That's a massive library between those two. So that's
Fuck you,
pretty cool.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, for real. Fuck you, Nintendo. But
And I
Benny,
played this perfectly legally. You can suck my nuts all you want because I own both original copies of this game. I don't care. I can emulate it legally, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, but that was the interesting thing to me because I had never even heard of this game. Usually, you know, on this bus stop or cartoon show, whatever it is we do here, I've at least been
Under this bridge.
aware of the games we've been talking about, even if I've never
Interesting.
played
This
them.
is the first one that
I have never even heard of this game.
Okay.
So I was just like, how did this come to be?
Well, I am very curious to figure out or to hear what you guys thought of this game. This is one of my favorite JRPGs. It's very quirky. I will say, like, when I say that, I mean it in terms of like the aesthetic of it more than anything, because I am of the opinion that it plays very well. It has some balance issues, and Brent encountered an issue which I never thought of, but is totally a thing. Brent soft locked himself in this playthrough, and it's absolutely possible to do, and that's not great game building. I've never done that before.
I will say, in fairness, the way that I managed to soft lock myself was basically because I was dumb and I should have just bought more items because they're not expensive.
And there are other especially JRPGs, where it is absolutely possible to kind of soft lock yourself in other games of this of this genre. But I think it plays very well. I should probably describe it a little bit.
Yeah.
So this is it's published by Sega, but developed by Overworks. And I don't know what else they did. Actually, I should have looked at that. Maybe Brent can put in anything super notable, but I'm not seeing anything on here. There seems like members from the team were involved in other projects.
Hey guys, Future Brent here. I love those.
Hey, Future Brent here.
Hey guys, Future Brent here.
I use my super smooth radio voice. For
yeah,
that.
I love it so much.
Hey guys, Future Brent here. So yeah, basically exactly what Benny had said. Overworks was a internal development team at Sega, and Sega reshuffled their internal development team several times. So Overworks itself really only worked on a couple games, Skies of Arcadia, Sakura Wars 3, a couple other things. But the team wound up working on all kinds of stuff. So one of the developers worked on Shinobi and Streets of Rage, Phantasy Star, Alex Kidd. Members of the team wound up going on to work on Valkyria Chronicles and Seventh Dragon. But yeah, in terms of Overworks itself, there's not a super ton.
Next track up, coming to you straight from Brent's basement. So Skies of Arcadia, JRPG, came out in the year 2000 in North America.
2000. In the year 2000.
I don't know how I walked straight into that and didn't expect that to happen.
For British eyes only. Sorry, I've been rewatching Arrested Development.
We're not going to go into a super deep plot rehash here, because
I don't think that would be possible to do so.
For one, there's a lot, and two, it's just a long story.
And I feel like it evolves as you go too. Like
it does.
Yeah, like where at the beginning, like, well, I'll let you get into all that, but I feel like there are different varying parts. It's like, well, this was the objective, but now, well, we got to do this thing instead.
One thing that it does very well, and I'll get to it, is develop content for later in the game.
Yeah.
So, and teach you how to be competent with some of the mechanics that take place later. So, Skies of Arcadia, some of the aesthetic is in the name. You play as a band of air pirates. You're blue rogues. You're the good pirates. You're the
good sky pirates, not the bad sky pirates.
You're the Robin Hoods of the sky.
You'll have to probably explain for all of our fan, like, the whole sky pirate, like, how are you in the sky?
Yeah, so there's like flying islands.
Yeah,
cool.
I think some of it is a little bit of hand waving, and that's okay because we're in a fantasy universe. But essentially, there are 6 moons around whatever world we're on, and they drop moonstones, and they seem to generate lift. And there are masses of land masses that just float throughout the skies of the world, and the open world traversal of this game all takes place in your airship, flying between the land masses, visiting towns or points of interest, making discoveries, which is a fun little tacked on part of, not tacked on. I think it's very relevant, because part of this is the idea of discovery and visiting uncharted lands and going places that no one's ever gone before. It's got a very, Christopher Columbus, Drake, like early explorers, aesthetic to it is like, finding the edge of the world kind of thing.
I like the floating lake discovery. I just want to bring that up real quick.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these things are also documented in like the journal, and they have explanations of why this is what it is. Mm-hmm. Like the floating lake example. It's like, oh, well, it fills with like water over time, like lake water, and then it rises up, but then it evaporates, so the whole island sinks back down.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. And they have like coral reefs and stuff too.
All these
in the sky.
So you can uncover these discoveries, and that's the formal name. They're discoveries, and a lot of them are natural phenomenon. Some of them are you'll find like pirates' graves and like things out, and like where the island where pirate ships strand their mutineers and all these kinds of things, and you can make these discoveries, and the world opens up as you improve, either gain access to different ships because there's more than one ship that you have access to in this game, and as you add abilities to your ship, you get different technologies. Essentially, like you are working through several hundred years worth of technological developments in the real world, kind of, in terms of like exploration in just a very short period of time in the lives of our party. So yeah, you play as a group of blue rogues, the good pirates, the Robin Hoods of the sky, and you play as Vice, right? Ica, and then you will add Fina, and then a number of other surly and charming members to your party. And I will say, like, this game does a pretty good job of characterization and building unique characters and unique move sets, like their special, what did you say, Kirk, in the Discord, talking about the special skills?
Oh, smooths.
Well, yeah,
the smooths.
I thought it was so funny you said that, because I was reading it that way the whole game.
I was too. Like, oh, I need to use my smooth.
Smooth.
I did it all the time.
I was singing it to Rob Thomas.
Yeah.
Nice.
And don't you forget about it.
You got the kind of loving that can be so smooth.
Vice uses Cutlass Fury. And then he's
Cutlass Fury.
Oh God!
Like they
some of the worst
meant it to be like
voice.
Special move or whatever, but it's like smooth.
Talking about movesets, can we just put a footnote here that somebody needs to teach Fina how to walk?
Yes,
because she walks like she walks like Vector the Crocodile from the Sonic series, with her arms like swinging back and forth.
I just have problems with Fina altogether. I think she's the most worthless fucking character in the entire game.
She's so annoying.
Until late game.
I believe that. I believe she gets better because she'd almost have to.
Yeah, like anything would be an improvement.
So this is actually one of the few underlying changes to the game that they made between the original game and the Legends variant, which was they actually turned down how OP her weapon's final mutation is.
Her final form.
Her final form, yes. Frieza's final form.
Does the titty window in her dress get bigger? Or like
titty window?
Jesus.
Fucking, okay, all of our fans, just look up her character model. You'll know what I'm talking about when I say titty window.
Go look for the most insignificant side boob that you'll ever see, but whatever.
Yeah, it's true. It's not even tasteful side boob. It's just...
Not at her expense, but at Kirk's expense.
But I feel like we're gonna give her this long dress, but we gotta sexy her up a little bit. How are we gonna do that? Well, just cut a triangle, like right where her titties are. Give her a titty window. Let the girls breathe, I guess.
Yeah,
and it's like
I'm sure there's an excuse.
But even
how are we gonna sexy her up? Triangles.
Yeah.
It's always worked for Link.
Tiny, pixelated
boobies.
Hey, Link, you gotta get all the triangles.
Polygons.
Link, there's a pig man. The pig man stole all the triangles. You gotta go get the triangles, Link.
Get the triangles.
Big angry pig man stole my triangles.
But I feel like they give her the titty window to make her a more appealing character because she sucks so hard. But even then, I'm like, God, can I have literally anyone else on the party, please? I know I'm jumping ahead, but I have a lot of things to say about how fucking much she sucks. She sucks. She's so bad. So bad.
She is a support character until like mid-late game.
Yeah.
Support implies that she can support. She can cure. Okay, yeah.
She can heal and
yeah,
she can
heal.
generate
Okay.
and she can generate the
I'll walk back on
ability
that
points.
comment. Yeah, I'll walk back on my comment. But still, I'm like, can you do any? Like, what do you even do? Why are you here? Why didn't we could have just left you behind?
The best thing you can do with her early game is generate special points, use the charge ability so she can generate points for other characters to use.
And they start her at level 1, and by the time I got her, I was like level 8. I'm like, fucking
she's
what?
Behind.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead. I'll look.
No, it's okay. Kirk has feelings.
I do. She's so fucking worthless.
The thing that sets, I'll just get through like some of the basic mechanics of this. So, in some ways, it's a very traditional JRPG. You have turn-based battles on foot. Most of them take place on your ship, like on the deck of your ship as like monsters. So we have random encounters.
Random encounters.
And monsters are like, whoever accosts you as you're flying around, and you have to like go out there and like scrape them off the side of your ship or whatever.
Bodacious T from Gravity Falls.
Dude, some of the monsters are fucking terrifying though.
Oh, I
can't
know.
remember where I was at where there's like the bugs attached to the people's backs that were like,
Oh my god! The zombie,
Yep.
chibi zombies.
I was like, no, like the big bug with like a sucker in the back of someone's head controlling them. I'm like, that's fucking terrifying.
Word to the wise, you can farm them early game to get an extremely low chance of drop of one of Drachma's later game weapons and get a really high-powered weapon early on in the game. But the thing that sets this game apart, because you pick all of your movesets for your entire party, and then the order that anything gets executed in, like the order that enemies and your allies take their turns in, is based on their speed ratings. So you pick all their moves, and then things just go according to the character speed ratings. But the thing that sets this game apart is that there's a second battle type, which are ship-to-ship battles, which are, in my opinion, do we not like these? The ship battles are literally my favorite thing about this game.
Oh, bless your
I'm so sorry.
Your horrible heart.
Oh, no, they're the best part of the game.
Oh,
They're so fun.
they are?
Yeah.
I missed that part where they were fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to play it, so
You had to play it.
I win.
It had like.
It could have been better, I think.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's room for
those
improvement,
airship
but-
battles were like, oh shit, we forgot to do this.
It was like
We got to add it in.
tic-tac-toe.
Yes, yeah.
But with like pre-roll damage. Like it
And they fucking take forever.
Everything's a cutscene.
Well, if you emulate it, just turn up the speed.
Well, okay, but like that's not
Fair enough. That doesn't solve it.
That's an indictment of the game when you're like, it's okay, it's not too slow. Just emulate it and turn on
Just
fast
remember
forward.
that when I was like,
Right.
just remember that when I was 13 years old, I had nothing but time.
This is fair.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay.
Like, it's one of my favorite parts of the game. So I think they're very charming. Did either of you get to the second ship? Did either of you get the Delphinus?
No.
Okay.
I got soft locked at the end of the Egypt.
The desert.
Yeah.
And I had
Section.
just got to that temple before
Okay.
Helldivers took all my time. But it took me like 10 hours to get there. I'm like, am I bad? Am I bad at the game? It took me like 10 hours to get to that spot.
That's about how long it took me to get there.
It is
Okay.
it
I
is a
would've kept
long
going.
game. Like I
Oh, I plan on completing it, but like, holy fuck.
I have to, I think, start over.
Oh, no.
I don't think I have a save state from before that.
Uh-oh. Well, sorry for plaguing you both with.
No, it's
it's
not a horrible, terrible game. It's just that is bizarre to me as your favorite part.
Yes.
Because it was my least favorite part of the game.
Yes.
No, I just think they're like, I'll go out of my way to just like go. I think they're fun.
My favorite part of the game was the like Zelda style dungeons and like sliding block puzzle.
That's
kind
fun
of mechanics.
So you guys have missed several mechanics that get added later on too. Like
fair.
Like you've only explored one level of the world. There's above the clouds and below the clouds. You have not gotten to your base to do base building and crew recruiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
These
so
are all fun.
How many hours am I, like, how many hours away is that? From, like,
For you?
that temple, yeah.
I don't know. Probably 8 hours or so.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that sexy red-headed, yeah, the emerald green-eyed, red-headed, white desert woman.
Belazia?
Yeah.
Beleza.
Yeah.
Beleza?
Is she in it more? Like,
Yes.
Okay. So that's
She has
motivation.
she has a pretty interesting arc. Actually,
It's just like, she's about as Irish looking as it gets, and she's in like bright sun desert. I'm like, that. Oh, honey, no.
But she's not from there.
she's not from there.
Oh, yeah.
She's one of the admirals from the very beginning.
Belina is Beleza.
Have I missed that?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
You meet her in Valua.
Oh.
Which I loved your comment, Kirk, that you call. So
Valium.
the bad guys in this game, you are competing against the Valuan Empire, who are an evil empire who are bent on world domination. It's honestly a pretty formulaic story, but how they execute it is fairly unique. Or like how they're going about it, like the world itself is fairly unique. But Kirk calls them the Valium Empire, I think, which is very funny.
I like the blonde dipshit admiral.
Yeah.
Alfonso, right?
Yes.
I give all those guys like weird posh accents too, because of the way they're
Oh, he
dressed. In my
absolutely-
head, I'm like,
yes.
they have like that fucking like Welsh kind of like,
Right.
Sean, I do.
Oh, I love it. Well, especially since you go through like Hightown and you get to meet all like the rich fuckers.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're like, clearly, it's like you visit modern day America where there's the wide class divide
Yeah. Yeah.
between the ultra rich and the ultra poor. Exactly. And there's no one in between. And the last thing I'll say is like the plot hinges around the Valuan Empire is trying to take control over the world using these ancient constructs called gigas that are powered by colossal moonstones.
They're powered by the spirit of Brownie Brown.
I like the second visual they show you of a Gygus. Like one's like kind of like has his arms, and the second one is like squatting down, showing you his grundle.
Yeah.
I laughed. Like, it was still a good scene. I like the explanation, but like he's squatting down. It's like, oh shit, is he about to teabag this planet? That's fucked, dude. I mean, that's epic as hell, but holy shit. Sorry, Benny.
And no, I mean that's pretty much it. Other than like all of the actual plot, which is you're just going through exploring the world and trying to prevent the Valium Empire from
putting the world
the world to sleep. Yeah.
Actually, a evil empire trying to put the world to sleep does sound like a JRPG plot.
It really does.
We should make that, and then you have to kill God at the end.
I mean, this actually sounds like if you make the sleep some sort of like euphemism for like genocide, then this becomes a Final Fantasy plot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and if
as long as you're killing God at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if Daffy's in it, then it's a Kingdom Hearts.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Kingdom Hearts is my new favorite sentence.
Okay. That's funny you bring that up because that's how this game, both gameplay and visually, kind of felt to me was very Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
that's fair.
And like the movements to me, and you guys probably saw in the Discord some of my older notes. The movements felt slow but exaggerated, just like in Kingdom Hearts.
I think that was common for the time period.
Yeah. It definitely feels
sluggish.
Well, it felt like an N64 game. Like it felt like one generation kind of half back in terms of like the visuals are really cool. They're very stylized, but it's like it's got that like Garou shading like an N64 game. It's got that like very like chibi like art style.
I hated it when anyone smiled. Like, please, with their teeth.
God, yes.
I'm like, please don't do that again.
They all had was it Zell from Final Fantasy VIII energy, where it's like I couldn't tell if they were happy or they were about to rip my throat out.
Well, with that the teethed smile, like I was just waiting for the text box to change. You've been met with an unfortunate fate, haven't you? Yeah, like. No, please stop smiling.
Like a baboon
like
smiling, and you know it looks friendly, but you know it's about to murder you.
It's the flower from Undertale. It's like
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
It definitely suffers in retrospect graphically from some of the choices they made, but I will say that at the time, I think it's actually a pretty stunning game.
I was gonna say I thought
actually looks
visuals
good.
were charming. I don't want to come across like it was like that was a negative. My problems with the game, I have two. One is the ship-to-ship battles, and two was that I didn't like Vice and Ica. I was just like, these guys are fucking cardboard. I'm like I don't like Ica's like it's like they were somebody was gonna make the like chipper JRPG anime girl character and then they fell asleep a quarter of the way through. Like she's got no personality other than she's chipper. Like that's the whole thing. There's no and then Vice is like
bumbling idiot.
Well, he's like it's like we were gonna make Link, but our dog ate our homework. I
want to keep playing because like I feel like Vice is in a throuple and he just doesn't realize it yet.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm getting like pretty throuple vibes.
Well, and when they do run into Blaza, like Ica was like fucking pissed.
Yeah, she's
like, oh,
where's the man in your life, bitch?
I'm like, hang on just a second. Did nobody else recognize that Blaza is 6 foot taller than Vice? Like, unless he's gonna like use himself as a dildo. Like, I don't understand how this is gonna work as a relationship.
I mean, he's gonna be happy.
He's gonna climb that tree. That's what he's gonna do.
This is. If you're the kind of person that's really into Resident Evil Village, Blaza and Vice's relationship is for you.
There's some hella throuple energy going on.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it. Like, I want to know how this ends up.
No, that's what. Yeah, I would like. Honestly, if they would have thrown some of that in there, I would have been. That sounds dirty, but I would have been happier if there'd been more sex.
Yeah. There are times where I'm just like, oh God, just start kissing, please.
I want. Honestly, like if fucking Drachma and Vice had started making out, it would have made it more entertaining.
I wouldn't go that far, but I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, he seems like he would be a sensitive lover.
I don't. Dragna cracks my shit up because he's like
he's hard on the outside, but I bet he's soft on the inside.
Yeah, especially when he's just like, oh, I can't believe I just left those kids at the fucking wherever desert place. Should I turn around and go get them? Like,
I should have picked a shorter game because I appreciate that you want to play more of it. Because despite the fact that I'm clearly looking at this through nostalgia goggles, there is character development, at least some. And Drachma's one of the ones who develops as a character a bit. So I'm curious to see what
he was honestly like my favorite character. He's just
Drachma's great.
Yeah, he's just a grumpy old shit. He was just like,
he's also like,
I'm trying to find my Moby Dick. You're in my way.
Yes, very clearly he's Ahab, and also he is a fucking brute on the battlefield.
Yeah,
and I love that about him.
The best. Yeah.
And I mean,
Fina was worthless. I mean, moving on.
I respect that as as a response that it's like you need to fucking finish the game to have, like to make the comment you're making. I think that's fair. I might, but after 10 hours, I was just like, I don't have a reason. I wasn't compelled to continue.
That's fair.
And when I got soft locked, I was kind of forcing myself through it. Not because it was terrible, but just because it felt very, 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 very bland. Like the setting, it feels like a fumble of an incredible idea. Like Sky Pirate JRPG, sign me the fuck up. It was a really cool concept. The battle system I liked. Graphically it was cool. I liked the sound. I just don't care about these people. And I hate the fucking ship to ship combat. And I'm like,
I want to find out who Vice is tonguing at the end of the game. That's like, I don't think they're bland. I'm like, I gotta know. Someone's gonna fuck somebody at some point, and I need to know.
So this is very interesting that time is a huge factor for this game. Time period.
yeah.
And the reason why I say that and why I have empirical evidence that this is true
Okay.
is because at the time this got nothing but 9s or 10s out of 10s.
Oh, hell yeah.
At the time.
Absolutely.
And
well, and it's
I
often considered one of the best Dreamcast games.
And I've spent, and I'm going to get some gameplay from throughout the game over the next week before this goes up, so that we can superimpose the audio of this over some gameplay.
Absolutely.
And so that people can see some of the more advanced, so I'll get the Delphinus, the second ship, and some of the base management and some of the other stuff in it. But all that is to say that I have gone back and I have been playing it again, and I've been enjoying, I've gone out of my way to do the ship combat again. And I do a little bit of grinding. I don't know. Part of it is definitely nostalgia, and I can remember what it felt like to be there playing it at the time.
Sure.
But, and granted, some of the review scores went down between the Dreamcast and the GameCube version.
Sure.
But it still has the aggregator for Metacritic for the GameCube still puts it at an 84 out of 100. So for a minute there, I had to kind of listen and then realize there are a number of factors into why, any particular take on this game would come about.
Sure.
And I can't discount my nostalgia and also the fact that if you made this game without improving it today, it would not be rated very well.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had another thought in there somewhere, but part of it's also you just have to humble yourself if someone doesn't love the thing that you love. I guess I'm just saying I was surprised, but I get it. Kind of looking at it, how you're explaining it. I do see what you're saying.
It's one of those things where it's like, we all have different takes on this stuff, right? And like, I think back to Baldur's Gate, and I kind of had your reaction where I was just like, I don't understand why you wouldn't love it. Like, it's great. And Baldur's Gate's similar kind of thing, right? Like, if you go back and look at like even contemporary reviews for like the Switch release, like it scores really highly.
We're all going to have a couple of these, I'm sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I was 10 hours in and I was still like, I could play any other JRPG. You know what I mean? There, like, it just didn't grab me at all.
I mean, that is a problem with the development of it then, or just the overall structure of either gameplay or story is like, you know, you got to have that hook. The hook brings you back.
Yeah,
it's true.
I'm really interested in like where the story is going, but I'm happy Brent ran into the same thing I did with the ship battles. I feel like if I go into any ship battle and I happen to have more HP, I'm just going to win.
Yeah.
I feel like and if I don't, like, I'm going to lose if I go into a battle and I don't have a more HP. I feel like it's just a really bizarre.
What is there a skill set that I'm missing? Because it just felt like it felt like mashing two toys together until one of them falls down. Like that
works. I like that analogy.
War of attrition.
Yeah, thank you. I feel that way.
They're kind of teaching you that early, but there are tactical decisions you have to make. Did you notice the rotating squares?
Yeah,
for the following things and your
and they're
choices.
Like blinking yellow and shit.
Yeah, and you get to. I mean, there is. Like the math isn't predetermined on your attacks, right? So like you can have misses and you can have there are also more tactical weapons that come in, like the torpedoes and the small cannons that can fire multiple rounds in a row, and you have to start staggering and tactically laying down your attacks to hit in certain turns as you go on.
I feel there is one thing that is predetermined, though, because at a point in the battle, they're just like, oh, well, they're doing this and this thing. Which decision do you want to do? And it'll give you like 2 or 3 different things you can do. I feel in every ship battle I was in, there's always like a determining like, oh, well, they're going to try to circle around or do XYZ thing. Which decision do you want to make? And there's clearly a correct one. Because I've made the wrong one, and then I just reloaded my save state and picked the other one. I'm like, oh, so this was the one I was clearly supposed to do.
Yeah. It felt like a weird mix of like QuickTime event and like I say, like.
I mean, it's a little experimental. I mean, I will say that like the selectable part of it, like the question and answer, and like for tactics, is I also remember like starting that up here in the last few weeks and thinking, that could be more tactically meaningful.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you said, there is one that's clearly the right choice, there's one that's absolutely the right choice and absolutely the wrong choice, but they're not always clear which one they intend, because it's not always completely rational. Like it's a subjective rationalization why the game wants you to pick the one. So like the battle will stop in the middle and you'll get into a dialogue where the characters are analyzing the tactical situation that they're in. And then you have a choice of like fall back to a greater distance and ready your super cannon, or do you want to close the distance and keep your enemy on their toes? And like, they both sound like they're totally valid, and it may not be clear at the moment which one is the correct move to take.
No, the combat I thought was, parts of it took too long, especially because in this game, unlike, because and maybe that's why I have a little different view on this game, because we're kind of hot off the heels of playing another fucking long JRPG.
Yeah. So
maybe there's a little fatigue there, but like in Final Fantasy VIII, which is what we just played, when you attack, your character just runs up and attack and comes back. But in this game, Skies of Arcadia, your character like runs up, hits the enemy, and then like stays there.
Your characters and all members of the battle on the field move around semi-randomly, and the one thing I like about it is it kind of adds a genuine degree of randomness or of unpredictability to the battle. You can't always count on the same moveset being successful every time. So you do have to, like, because there are AoE attacks that have specific like cones and specific behaviors, and you do have to choose those. With
That
care.
reminded me a lot of Chrono Trigger, because that
exactly.
happens in the same happens Chrono Trigger in the same way, where
Yeah.
you have to keep in mind where everybody is on the battlefield. And just as an aside, I thought it was really cool where when your character that you're controlling, because like Benny mentioned, you cycle through characters according to speed. When the character you're controlling is getting ready to, do an attack or use a potion or whatever, the other characters in the background are still like fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're like engaging in combat.
It's like shadow boxing in the background, but the battle always feels like it never feels like it's paused per se. It always feels like it's progressing.
Yeah.
I did think that was a pretty cool thing. So I can see that that time has maybe not been kind to the mechanical choices that this game makes. But other than that, like, what do you guys think of like graphics and music? Because I think both of those hold up pretty well given the time period. I really like the battle music, and I think like the main battle theme is very charming.
I like the main battle theme.
Yeah.
In each new area, so the idea behind the moons of this game are that each moon represents an element, like an elemental force. And so like each moon above the area of the world that it sits atop, because apparently we're in like a static world where like the moons are clearly tidally locked to the planet. So like the desert area is a desert because the red moon is always overhead.
Right.
And the green moon is over the jungle area, and the purple moon is over the ice area. And so there's always these elemental considerations, and that also changes the music, and very like a la Zelda, you have very distinctive. So like the ice area has like very like crystalline sounds, or like the silver moon has like very crystalline and like almost technological sounds, and then like the red moon has like very like, I guess you'd say, culturally relevant sounds. But I think it's a very good score to the game, and I think actually the worst thing about this game is that the little clips of spoken speech don't need to exist at all.
Yeah, no.
So some of the characters, like every character has a few things where they're like, yeah, haha, oh, and like it's just little things that they'll say when they...
Emphasis on a couple. They each have a couple,
a handful of them.
They say, because like it gets repeated a lot,
and you can tell that they wanted to leverage the power of a console that could present some spoken word. But I will say that is one of my least favorite parts, and even as a kid, I never liked it. It didn't need to exist. It has no purpose other than to be a technical, like a technical inclusion.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure that they put it on there, like you're saying, because it started out on the Dreamcast and the GD-ROM, and they had a little bit more space where they could put some voice samples on. But yeah, no,
they're low fidelity and they add nothing.
Yeah, I thought the sound was good. It's not. There weren't any tracks that I was like, oh my god, this is like badass. But I thought it was really well orchestrated. Graphically, I thought it was super cute. It's just a super cute game.
It scales pretty well in Dolphin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I played it 16:9 widescreen on a nice panel, and it looked good. And yeah.
One thing I was going to mention, and Kirk, I can tell you have something you wanted to say, but graphically, one thing that I think is impressive about it is that when you're in your ship and you're flying around the world, I actually think it does a pretty good job with draw distance, given how much it's rendering at a time. Like that the Dreamcast wasn't the most powerful thing. In fact, I think it gets edged out by the PlayStation a little bit. Maybe I actually can't remember where it sits. Is that not the case?
No, it's the Dreamcast kind of sits
between PS1 and PS2.
Yeah, and that's
that makes sense. But I do think it's kind of the amount that they render and the fidelity of the open world in flight is actually pretty impressive. And flying around is kind of fun. I guess it feels pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say I am always impressed, and we mentioned this earlier with the Dreamcast kind of being ahead of its time. I'm always impressed how many like kind of big, relatively open world games they were able to put on that system. Obviously, I think the most famous one is loading screen, the game Shenmue. But this is pretty like expansive.
That might be one we play on this podcast.
Oh,
welcome to your own personal hell, curated by me, Brent.
Please don't. Please.
Actually, I actually love Shenmue.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
That's all right. It'll be okay.
Kirk, what were you going to say?
Oh, I liked how in battle you could switch because you were talking about the moons and the colors and elements. I liked how just on the fly you can change your character's elemental attack or what have you.
Their affinity.
Yeah. Like on the fly, like it doesn't take a turn. You can just do that whenever. Although I do have a big fucking problem with ice being purple.
It's just weird. Yeah.
It is so fucking weird. And there's so many times where like I would select blue, and blue is like the
blue and purple should be switched.
And blue, whatever blue magic is supposed to be, is like the most worthless fucking magic in the game.
It's like air and like buffs primarily.
That makes sense.
I just felt like it was worthless for most of my playthrough. I'm like, what do you even do? Why are you here, blue?
When you get some of the late game abilities like the spells or the smooths, there are some really like devastating things, like some really truly vicious spells that like you throw back and forth and like.
But ice being purple really fucked with me.
I agree. I think that was maybe before. Well, I don't know. You could make an argument that there was probably an established color code for elemental affinities long before that game, and they kind of diverged. It's a choice.
I think having air and ice is probably what made that difficult as a
But
decision.
I may have switched them.
Yeah.
But with air, they could have just done white or some other color.
Nah, white wouldn't make sense.
It's usually what they do. I would often forget purple was just there a lot of times. I think that was my biggest problem, is just my brain just doesn't default for ice to be purple. It's always blue or like kind of clear or silver.
One failure and like failing of the way that this is structured is that they don't give you elemental matchups. They don't like tell you what is. At least I don't remember. They don't tell you what's weak and what's resistant to particular elements, and some of them aren't intuitive.
Yeah.
So like what's strong against like fire and ice is really easy.
Yeah, and those are I was just going to say there are a couple points where they do, but it's the most obvious ones like fire and ice.
So like what's
that's where they
silver
tell you.
strong against and what's silver weak against, these kinds of things. Because that's not necessarily an element, it's literally just kind of like silver.
Yeah.
And it has a contextual basis for that you have not gotten to in the game yet, but
although I did have fun like where I was at in the game, because I got to that desert temple, but riding around on those giant pink velociraptors, I laughed so fucking hard. I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
They look like the what are they, the bangas from like the snowy critters that they ride. Tauntauns. I feel like they look like desert tauntauns.
Yeah.
It sounds like Brent was not engaging strongly, but if
I am with him. I'm sorry, man. If they would have, I feel like I could have, and maybe I'll get into it later on as I keep playing the game, but honestly, the entire time, like, oh, fuck Fucking ship battle. God damn it.
Oh,
This is going to take a half an hour.
I was just going to say, get to... If you can stick with it, get to where you have your second ship and the base.
Oh, I'm sticking with it.
And-
like,
and see if-
again, I
if
want to
you
know
like
who
it.
Vice ends up tonguing. Dude, I'm dead serious. There is some serious thruple energy going on, and I want to know who ends up hooking up with who. I don't care if it's Ica or someone else. Like, it's going to happen, and I'm going to be happier for it. Because, holy shit, that's one of the things I want to talk about, because you were saying, like, graphically it was really pleasing. The character models, I think, are very pleasing. We all know I have a type, and the moment I saw Ica, I was like, oh, fuck. I need to buy a costume for my wife. Oh, God. And then when she does a magic attack, like her skirt, which is already pretty shortly cut, and then, like, cuts up to the top of the hip. And then, like, when she does a magic power-up thing, like, it makes it fly up, and it just exposes her dress shorts or whatever underneath. I'm just like, I'm a pervert.
Benny, are you familiar with Trails in the Sky?
I am not.
Okay, it's a JRPG.
Can I talk about more sexy character models?
I'm leading back to that.
Okay.
So the main character from Trails in the Sky is this redhead with pigtails who wears like bike shorts under kind of a short skirt outfit and carries a big staff, and she looks exactly like Ica. And I was just like, oh shit, it's the Trails in the Sky girl. And then I was like, no, that doesn't math, because that was a PSP game. But so yeah.
So
That's
with
great.
Ica, making my pants get smaller.
Too many redheads in this game for Kirk to make it through.
Oh my god, my dick popped when I saw what's her name in the desert.
Belisa, yeah.
Right off his body. Shot off like
yeah,
a rocket.
yeah. My dick popped so hard
Detachable penis.
because her hair was like where Ica is more orange, blazing or whatever. I don't know.
Blazing Buffalo.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call her that from now on because I'm like I wasn't paying attention to her name.
I love all the pervy dudes.
But her, like, she had, like, red hair.
Yeah.
And then she had, like, the emerald green eyes. And then she had, like, this low-cut kind of dancer's outfit.
She's got like a belly dancer outfit.
Yeah. But then it has that V-cut that goes down to her cash and prizes. And I'm like, I am all for this fucking game now. Like, you
what?
had
No!
her cash and prizes. Yeah. Because, like, I was already annoyed with the ship battles, but you got me back with just sexy character models. So,
Yeah, Kirk's hoping to win a sweepstakes.
yeah.
Oh.
Like, she's talking about something. Apparently, she was like, 20 years ago, my parents died. I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. I was just staring at her, like, because, like, her pants were directing me to look downwards. I'm like, okay.
She's just smooth down there, though.
Yeah, she's got smooth.
Show me your smooths.
Yes. Actually, the
Smooth criminal. This
the
Kirk's
full-
name right now.
the full name of it being
I
S
wonder if
move
it's
is
smooth.
actually not better. It's like I showed her my S move, if you know what I mean. Whoa!
Public defecation is a...
Kid on a mini bike
Is a
going
crime.
way too fucking fast. I'm so old.
I was just telling Benny, like, yeah, I hope it's smooth. That's a rabbit I'm going to want to pet.
Jesus.
Did I get him? Oh, damn it. I'm trying to get Brent.
Were you going like Lenny and George action there? Like,
Yeah.
are you going to crush the rabbit?
Pet the bunny. Pet the bunny. Dude, fucking, I wanted to do some exploring for a while, and I don't know. Well, I was just wasting a lot of time getting like moonfish and shit because of that little chicken.
Yes.
And who is Doc's daughter? Or not? You find out not his daughter. He finds her or something. What's her name?
Yeah, the little one.
The one that looks like a fucking porcelain doll that's going to steal your soul?
Yes. No, she absolutely is. That's
Like fucking straight up Annabelle weird ass shit
So
vibes.
that's from the Legends
She is
additional content.
Terrifying.
Yes.
But anyway, the little chicken that she's taking care of is absolutely adorable. I'm like, I have to feed it more fish. And I was really excited and hopping up and down. So I spent like a lot of time like going out and just trying to find these goddamn moonfish so I can keep feeding it. But it's funny. It's like, oh, it coughed up a hairball. You can keep whatever's in the hairball, which I'm like, Thanks,
Thanks.
bro.
Cool.
Thanks, question mark?
My headcanon is that little girl grows up to be the cuckoo girl from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Or Skull Kid.
Or Skull Kid. Oh, God.
Fucking terrifying. But then, like, I wanted to go back to, I think it's just called Sailor's Island. But then this fucking one chick kept coming in and just beating the shit out of me.
What?
Are you talking about the...
She has, like, a scythe, and she's kind of hot. And
That's the other
I'd
new
like to-
playable character from the Legends variant.
oh, she kept fucking pushing my shit in the
you are
worst
to-
way possible.
It's technically possible for you to beat her at that level, but it's real hard. You should go back later.
Oh my god! Because I'm like, I just want to get to this island, please. I was just here.
you can
And it just-
you can avoid her.
apparently, I'm not very good at it.
I would just like to point out that earlier,
I'm like, I've never met.
Kirk was like, Brent's always horny. And apparently every female character in this game got him going.
Oh yeah.
And they're all 4 polygons. So
Well, the
Maybe
all 4 polygons are specifically for their chest.
maybe
her name starts with a P. The one with the scythe and the black clothing.
maybe
And
God,
she's
the
like, I'm
type
here to
isn't
kill you because
redheads,
I
it's
think
low poly.
Yeah,
I think she like. Is she a bounty hunter? I think she's like a bounty hunter or something. But she kept getting on my ship and kicking the shit out of me.
Sort
I'm
of.
like,
you find out later that she's got a vendetta of some sort.
oh, well, I'll find that out later.
Is it Samus?
But it's like, why are you like one-shotting all my fucking characters? I'm like, this is bullshit. This like, I can't defend this. That was very annoying.
I couldn't remember her name. I can't believe I was blanking on it. Piastol?
Yeah.
Piastol?
Pistol.
Pistol.
She kicked my shit in multiple times until I'm like,
There's an
fuck
A in there.
this. And then I turned around and went elsewhere.
There's also a specific tactic that you really should use to beat her the first time around and in the future. This game is long enough and we're busy enough in our lives. Use a guide.
Okay.
Use a guide for this one. If you're going to play it at all, use a guide. Brent, don't torture yourself anymore.
I won't.
I want to find all the moonfish because I want that little chicken thing to evolve into Raichu or whatever.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, and I don't actually think that you do it to rub it in people's faces. You're just a completionist. Like, you're like, oh, well, now I'm doing something, so I have to do all of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I saw credits roll, so I'm done with this game forever now.
Whereas, like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to master all of it and find all of the things.
The only games that I've, like, ever, like, gone back and been like, I need to see more content are fucking Nier Automata and Baladro.
Great games.
Oh, my God. Nier Automata is going to eventually be... I know it's a more recent game, but that's eventually going to be one of our things. And I'm going to give you guys, like, 6 months. Because I want you to get to the ending, not the A ending. Because... Okay. Most of what I want to talk about is the existential dread. I want a Link's Awakening it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I still want to do that episode where we just talk about the
should.
Yeah.
Go back and cover
the philosophical quandaries that is Link's Awakening.
Even just as a supplemental.
I'm excited to play the game more.
Yeah.
I honestly got distracted with all the Helldivers 2 shit and the Xbox players jumping in. I meant to play way more.
Are you talking about Nier Automata or Skies of Arcadia?
Skies of Arcadia. Okay. Yeah, it kind of distracted me. I'm sorry. But I do plan on hopefully finishing it. But I'm 10 hours in. But at 10 hours in, I feel like I'm also not far. If that makes sense. I don't know how true or false that is, though.
I feel like it not that it's a slow burn, because it is just kind of like it is a longer game, and clearly it just plays a little slow. But I think it does pick up a little bit and has its own gravity a bit. Like once you get your second ship and you get to some more of the core plot elements, they're a little more internally motivating, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, there's one part pretty early on in the game I did mark down in my notes when dying, or maybe Vice said it. Someone said it, and they're just like, I never thought they'd find us here. I'm like, you never thought that the Valium Empire wasn't going to find you on fucking Pirate Island?
I wonder where the pirates are.
Oh shit! I never thought that
I
they
bet
would
they're
find
over
us
on
on
Sailor's Island.
Pirate Island.
Now let's give Pirate Island a pass. They look like they're just a plain village on an oversized island.
Oh man! In the beginning exposition scene, like I'm dying. I'm a blue fucking vampire or whatever it is that they're doing. I'm like, this is so funny. Like, I guess it has like Captain Jack Sparrow kind of vibes, you know, where he talks before they fight, and I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, why don't they just fucking kill him? Like, come on.
Oh, I have one
Because
more
it's Japanese.
Yeah.
One more thing I wanted to mention, which is I was so angry, and this one was because I'm an idiot. So you guys are going to enjoy this. There's a part where you're like, actually, as Archer would say, never run on top of a train. But you're actually running on top of a train, and there's like this big bad following you, who I'm sure you get a climactic battle against some point later in the game because it's building towards that. The dude's like following you, and I got myself turned around, which you may well ask, how do you get turned around on a train? There's only forward or back. I don't know the answer to that, but I ran directly into him and wound up having to fight him. And
You can't do that.
I got really badly killed very quickly. But then I guess I fucking blacked out. I don't know. For some reason I thought that I had to fight him. So I spent like 2 hours fighting this guy, and I was like, this is impossible.
I'm sorry. It is impossible.
And then I looked up a walkthrough, and it was like, so run away from him, because he's just going to fucking kill you.
Just Shrek you.
Yeah,
And,
you can't. I actually don't think you can beat him.
I don't think so either. But I was like, oh, I'm not very smart. That's not the game's fault. That's my fault.
Not very smart.
So anyway.
And I love the so at one point when you're wandering around, what's the name of the town?
Wait,
like
isn't-
really early on.
Isn't S-Mart where Ash from Evil Dead works?
That's right. Shop smart. Shop S-Mart. You got that?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was gonna do S-Move, smooth. And I'm like,
Yeah.
smart. Anyway. But early on, did you guys like wander around the town and like on the side of one of these cabins is like a handkerchief, and then you can leak or look through the little peephole, and it's Ica, and then she gets mad at you, and it's like, how did you not know that there's a fucking hole in your wooden
Like
cabin
a 2-inch
wall?
hole in the wall.
Right.
And then Vice is trying to justify himself. It's like, bro, just walk away.
Did you
Cut
look
your
on
losses.
I'm like, this game is horny as fuck, and I'm okay with it. It's awesome.
Did you look on YouTube? Is there a 12-hour loop of that too? Like there is for Metal Gear Solid.
Man. Yeah, and
12 hours of Ica doing sit-ups in her underwear.
yeah. Ica looks like Misty from Pokemon, and I'm okay with it.
She does look like Misty.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know why you like water Pokemon.
Gross.
I hope this Tentacruel doesn't...
Don't. Nope. We're not
Jesus
even. Nope.
Christ.
We're not getting into tentacle porn. I'm calling it good. Benny, do you have any closing thoughts before we finish up?
No, I think I've kind of said my piece on it. I love this game. I see why we differed a little bit. I think if you don't get hooked in the beginning, then there's maybe not then it's not for you. But if you can stick with it, I think it gets just better.
Dude, Ica alone is going to keep me with it. It's fine. It's totally fine.
But for what it's worth, I do think it's worth trying.
Oh, definitely.
If you're interested in JRPGs, try it at least, because it did get like 9s and 10s.
Oh, yeah.
At the time. Like, it is well regarded, and for good reason. It does have problems. It's a little bit juvenile in some ways.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Some of its charm
feels
comes from that,
kiddish.
but some of it, and I think year 2000, like we're marketing video games still predominantly to, yes, I did cue you up for that again. It is predominantly like marketed to kids, or to younger audiences.
And don't let, like, if you're listening to this and you're curious about it, don't let my experience with it deter you. Do fire it up. Like, it's, it has a lot to it has a lot to recommend it. It just was not for me. I'm not as big a JRPG fan to start as, especially Benny, but I think either of you guys, it's not generally my genre. And there was just I had a lot of friction with the game, and not in a fun way.
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, yeah, me too, brother.
Up top.
Yeah, high five.
I think that's where we generally have tended to bounce off games when we've struggled with them on the podcast, because I think we've pretty much exclusively talked about games that someone loves and they have deep communities, or they at least have like wide communities. Whether they're universally loved, they're like, we have not covered a game yet that is like universally panned. So I think like we have our own,
except Bubsy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Pure nostalgia goggles for you boys there. I never played that one.
You should go back and listen to it. We both went into
did.
it going, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Bubsy. And by the end of the episode, we were kind of like, I guess it kind of sucks. Actually.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty terrible.
I do remember that. But like you guys definitely went into it like,
oh yeah,
with some
pumped.
optimism. And
We were so young then.
So young, a whole year ago. I do want to say one thing. I really love how like kind of super naive Vice is the whole time, and how everyone is just, even though possibly the same age, way more mature than he is.
Yes.
But he's so just clueless. Like, I could straight up be like, oh, this air is really cold on my exposed breast. And you'd be like, yeah, well, put a shirt on.
I like how Vice is Sonic now.
Rub a chili dog on it.
That's kind of how I feel.
They call me the Blue Rogue.
Maybe that's where my brain made the connection. But you know what I mean, though? Like, you would something.
Sorry,
awesome.
I'm releasing forest critters.
It's just like that whole handkerchief door hole scene.
Yes.
He's so just naive. Horribly naive.
Did I dream this, or did this actually happen in the game? I don't know. Is there a part where Ica implies that Vice wears that like crystal eye patch thing because he can like see through clothes a little bit?
Oh yeah,
with it?
so you can like zoom in on girls or something
Yes!
like that. Yeah,
She absolutely does, because he's got the zoom functionality.
Yeah.
he's like, what? No, and then like immediately like puts
He's-
the optical zoom back
You
in his
know,
head, like,
Vice is
looking at her tits. Like,
Vice is the two guys from Sex Drive who have their ability to open is epic. But they can't close their shit.
where do you live?
Where do you live?
Where do you
We've been to a motel. With that,
Maybe they were the Blue Rogues all along.
maybe the Blue Rogues are the friends we made along the way. If you like what we're doing, yeah, keep doing the thing you're doing. Listening to us on the platforms that you listen to us on. And we'll keep doing this, talking into microphones, making obscene jokes, and drinking too much beer.
Mm-hmm.
If you promise to do the thing you're doing, I promise to keep doing the thing I'm doing.
Yeah, draw fan art, sexy fan art, if I could please, and post that in our Discord for me.
I'm so glad that's where that sentence was going. I thought you were saying draw sexy fan art of us. And I was like, please don't. Please don't. No. I don't want to see it.
I kind of do.
I can't. I wouldn't ever be able to look at you guys in the eyes again.
I don't want anybody hunting down pictures of us to use as models.
Kirk and I, they know what we look like because we've both put our fucking
That's
fat
true.
mugs on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Kirk has posted some pictures of all of us on the Discord.
Oh, that's true. I was gonna say you still have an air of mystery about you.
I got a hot bod, whatever. Draw me, baby.
Part of my face is exposed during the. Part of me is exposed during my playthrough of Outer Wilds. I exposed myself on the internet. Welcome to our group only fans.
Otherwise, Benny's face is covered all the time. You know, when he's down in Brent's basement with his dick out, shirt over his face.
Yeah, I'm wearing nothing but a rubber mask. Oh. You don't know what I look like. All of me.
God. Good. No more. We have to escape. All right.
No.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoy your next 2 weeks. We will be back when we talk about more video games, because this is what we do. We gotta go get all the triangles. Okay, bye! My head immediately jumped to this, but do you remember the Futurama where Bender's like having the horrible night terrors, and he's like, I saw zeros and ones, I even thought there was a 2, and Fry's like, it's okay, Bender, there's no such thing as 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.